We talk to people who are doing good in the community, trying to do good in the community, and trying to change Fresno. Our next guest, Tate Hill, is trying to change Fresno, is running for city council. Not only are you running, but you've been through a primary,
yes,
and you qualified in the top two, so you're off to the races, so to speak.
Yes, I am, very much so.
Now, tell us where District 3 is.
So District 3 is everything including South Tower, downtown, Cultural Arts District, and then west of 99 it goes as far as Central Avenue and then all the way up to Clinton Avenue.
Clinton Avenue, okay. So the area where we are, the Tower.
Actually Shields, I'm sorry, up to Shields.
Yeah. The Tower area, everything south of Olive, half of the Tower is in District 3, and the
Correct.
other half's in District 1. And people say, well, Tower should be in one district. I say, no. We have two council members.
Yeah, we do.
Tell us about your ties to the Tower.
Well, no, I actually live in the Tower. I've lived in the Tower most of my adult life. My first apartment that I got out of after college and moving away was on Ferger.
Oh, Ferger.
And then I lived on Van Ness, just down the street here. And now I live on Arthur Avenue. So I've pretty much have lived in the Tower District most of my adult life.
Now, the District 3 then has three strong interest areas: the Tower, downtown, and Southwest Fresno. Right.
And then I also say that Central West area, okay. The place that some people refer as the Wild Wild West, but it's out Central District, that shields to about Belmont or Olive, west of 99.
Oh, yeah, that
all out there, yes.
Central High School area.
Central High School, yeah.
Central Unified.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you kind of have the most diversity in
right.
the district. So many people you got to keep happy. Those people we must save downtown.
Yes. You know what? Really, District 3 is a microcosm of our entire city. You have very urban areas. You have, residential and also kind of suburban, rural parts of the city. And then you have like very large industrial business components. And so it's a pretty diverse district.
Yeah, and great tradition in District 3. That's where Oliver Baines is now. Les Kimber was there.
Yes.
Kind of a legend in that area.
Right.
And so it's a strong area with a lot of heart. Tell us about your ideas.
Yeah, so, as I've had a chance to go and talk to people door to door in all the districts, there's some key things that will keep on coming up. One is around public safety and making sure that everyone can feel safe, no matter who you are, what's your residency status, what zip code you live in, that they see the police department as a friend. Also that the other element is around just actually like neighborhood revitalization. A lot of our older neighborhoods need a lot of care, so our streets, our sidewalks, and so forth, making sure that we have a maintenance plan around that and that it is public. The other aspect that kind of ties up with that is just around connecting with the community around transparency. One of the concerns that I've heard a lot from folks is that they just don't know what's going on at City Hall. They don't know how things are going to help them. And so I've been able to connect with folks, whether in the Tower District or Central West or West Fresno or downtown, been able to make that connection. And then lastly is just around urban and business development. No matter, again, what part of the district you talk to people that I've talked to folks, they say, we need more and better retail. We need better jobs, more jobs. We want more amenities, and that's something that's consistent throughout the area. So I'm looking at how can we bring a combination of $1 billion of public and private investment, knowing that it can't be all government, but we need to help spur and incentivize that development that works for the people.
Right. And sometimes government can't make that happen, but they can sure get out of the way.
Right, definitely.
Do you see the city of Fresno has barriers to some of that, or the city government has set up barriers?
There is, it is a challenge in doing development. One of the organizations I'm involved in, we're trying to do a small preschool on a modular building that's already been built, and we've had so many challenges just getting the permits and going through the process. I've known businesses that it's taken them months just to get a permit to put, basically chairs outside and a fence,
Wow.
And so we do need to make sure that it's easier, especially for really small businesses, that if, you extend it 6 months, you might kill the business.
Yeah.
And so
6 months is a long time.
Right. That's a long time without money or been able to recoup loans or whatever it is that you're doing. And so we want the city government in Fresno to be business friendly, not just talk about it, but really doing it. And, being someone that has had my own small business, that has worked with small businesses, I can really relate to those issues and think about, okay, how do we be entrepreneurial as a city government?
Yeah. Now, let's say, tell us, when is the election?
So it's in about 2 months, November the 6th. It's always important for folks to know when to vote, but also, the ways that they can vote. There are more and more people that are voting by mail. They get a ballot in advance, and they vote, but you got to remember to sign it and to send it in.
Yeah. In this district especially, one block of people, like one neighborhood of 20 extra people voting, they could have changed the outcome of the election. Is that right?
Oh, yes. And the primary we just came through, there were 7 candidates, and they all ran. There were no, kind of sleeper candidates. We were all running. And the difference from being in the runoff and not being in the runoff was 12 votes.
12 votes. So
12 votes.
Don't think in District 3, it doesn't matter. It'll come out how it comes out. You can call 10 of your friends or 15 of your friends. You could change the whole election.
Right. So, I had families, families of 4 and 5 people, and said, "Know what, Tate? Hey, we helped to make sure that you won."
Yeah, you could thank them directly. So if somebody wants to get involved in your campaign, how should they start? Is there a website or something?
Yeah, there is, and we love volunteers. This last primary, we had about 50 people that came out and volunteered in one way or the other. No experience needed. We'll train you. We'll help you. You can go to our website, TateHillForCouncil.com, or you can find us on Facebook. Just look up Tate Hill. I think our Facebook name is actually Tate Hill D3, and you can sign up for volunteer opportunities, whether you like to walk and talk to folks, be on the phone. There's any kind of way that you want to help. We're more than glad to connect you.
You'll fit them in somehow.
Oh, yeah, we'll fit them in.
And it's fun to be on a campaign.
It is. We take care of our volunteers. We'll feed you. You get a T-shirt. You really get to connect with some really nice people in your neighborhood that you may have never had the opportunity to connect with.
And, I got into volunteering on campaigns when I was young.
Yeah, same here.
High school age. And guess what? 20 years later, 30 years later, those connections are important.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I was meeting someone at an event just about 2 weeks ago. She and I worked on a campaign probably about 15 years ago. And that relationship is bringing dividends now.
Very good, very good. Anything else you want our viewers to know?
Yeah, so on Saturday, September the 8th, we're doing the official kickoff. Everyone is welcome to attend and participate in their kickoff. We're going to be I guess it's technically Chinatown, West Fresno, where our office is at 1603 East Street.
East Street,
okay. We're right across the street from the Fresno Bee. Right. And so you'll see balloons and all kind of other things. We're starting at 9:30, and again, we'll train you, show you what you need to do, and whatever amount of time you have, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, we'd be more than glad, because we really want to make sure, I want to make sure that I stay connected to the community, not just during the campaign, but as a part of the way that I will represent the people of District 3.
Very good. Tate Hill, running for District 3. One more time, give out the web address, a phone number, anything you want.
Yes, TateHillForCouncil.com and Facebook, and you can also find me on Facebook. That number there is my direct number.
Wow, nice.
Feel free to get in contact with me, 559-500-1299. Leave me a message if I don't pick up, but I'd be more than glad to talk with you if you have any questions about who I am, what I do, the things that are important. If you have ideas, I want to hear those, because I believe if we take kind of the collective power, knowledge, and experience that we have within the community, we'll make sure that we can move forward.
Very good. Tate Hill, running for City Council District 3. We'll be back with more Central Valley Business right after this.
Here at the Capitol, where there's a lot of activity going on today as President Trump does his State of the Union address. What would you like to hear him talk about?
The care package from Kaiser.
We're going to canvass District 3 on the horse.